Beckinsale returns as the ultimate vampire warrioress, Selene, in Underworld Awakening. Having escaped years of imprisonment, she finds herself in a changed world, not caged, in a changed world where humans have discovered the existence of both vampires and lichen clans and are conducting an all-out war to eradicate both immortal species. Now, Selene must battle the humans and a frightening new breed of super lichens to ensure the Death Dealer's survival.
Yes. So, Scott Speedman, barely in this, gets taken out pretty quick.
Yeah, so we learn humans know that vampires and lichens exist.
Yes.
And in the most realistic part of this entire franchise, they decide two things. One, we got to wipe them out. Two, we have to test them.
Yes.
We have to figure out how to use them to our advantage. So Selene and Michael decide they need to go on the run. They're going to get on a ship and disappear. But at the wharf...
Yes, they get ambushed.
He's thrown in the water. She jumps in after.
They hit him with like silver. They hit her with like a UV bomb.
Yes.
And they're able to put her on ice for 12 years.
She wakes up in an ice.
Yeah. An ice cave. Someone unleashes her. And luckily, because I'm just like, well, she has no clothes. What is she going to wear? She loves black leather. Lena, what outfit does she get?
So you watched this after me and you texted me exactly what I thought was she's there for 12 years.
Yeah.
She has visions of the POV of someone breaking her out.
Yes.
She gets out naked on the ground, freezing, and she looks up and in glass refrigerated cases is her entire outfit.
Why did they keep her outfit?
For 12 years.
They never intended for her to get out and walk around again.
No, and what are you going to test on there?
I don't know, but it was just an excuse. It's not even like she killed a security. It'd be one thing if like the security guards had similar outfits and she like took one of them. No, just her full outfit is there. Now, my problem with this film, there's several. So humans are hunting them, right? And I'm like, okay, now we're going to get like an X-Men sort of thing where the lichens and vampires are probably working together.
An alliance.
And some want to live with the humans and some want to, it's going to be like this. No, like midway through the movie, the humans are forgotten about. Yeah. It's like, nope, turns out those dirty lichens were doing experiments while we innocent vampires have gone into hiding. These lichens have been sneaking around making super lichens and we got to stop them. The war's still on. I'm like, what about the whole setup with the humans trying to wipe you out and experiment on you? Did we just forget about them?
So it's been 12 years and we get to see a detective at a crime scene and he's like, we haven't had a lichen killing in 12 years. Yeah. What are you talking about? So we know that like everything's died down. They essentially have thought they've eradicated most of them. And we learn that the lichens are like underground and they're basically like rabid dogs right now.
Yeah.
And
except some of them aren't. Some of them have been hiding.
And she keeps having visions where she's connecting to someone else that they're calling subject to.
Yes.
And seeing the POV and trying to track this person down. And she ends up in the sewers, which is where she finds David.
David, who is played by Theo James.
Yes, Theo James.
Theo James, which was recently in The Monkey, which I still not have seen.
I'm sorry. David was 10 times hotter than Michael. I'm just going to say it. So she runs across him, and he very quickly catches her up. Yeah. The lichens have been eradicated. They are underground. The fact that we can see them right now running through the sewers means that something is up. Yeah. And, death dealers are not a thing anymore. Yeah. Everybody's been pretty much gone into hiding. And here's the thing.
The werewolves look worse than ever.
Yes.
I'm like, how did they get worse? CGI was supposed to get better. Why did they look worse?
And she follows one of the scientists home and finds out that her and Subject 2 are somehow bound. Yeah. And that whenever Subject 2 would be near her cryogenic freezer, that her heart would match pace with Subject 2. Yeah. And so she's like, where is he? Where is he? And he's like, I don't know. Yeah. So she's trying to track down Michael.
Yes.
and ends up in the sewers, ends up with David, and then finally sees the POV and realizes the subject 2 is in the same sewer system. So she chases it down and sees
her daughter,
a little girl. And I was like, God damn it, I knew that's what you were going to do. As soon as the sex scene happened, I wrote, they better not have her get pregnant.
And then we find, if you thought the blue makeup guy was lame.
Yes.
In this one, when the werewolves attack, she's also a hybrid, and she's CGI blue makeup.
So bad.
Not even actual makeup, just CGI, and it looks so... She rips a werewolf in half, though, which I thought was cool. But yeah, it just looks so... That's the problem with the movie. It just all looks so bad.
Yes.
They find all the vampires. What's-his-face's dad is Charles Dance.
Yeah, wait. So they go on the run in a van. They're chased by lower lichens. The little girl gets hurt, so they go to his coven. Yeah. Which they're underground hiding. So speaking of the vampire from Dracula Untold, his dad is Charles Dance.
From Alien 3, among other movies. And I do like... he's a good Bill Nye replacement.
1,000%.
Yes.
Yes.
Although his character's not as interesting.
No, Thomas is his name.
Yes, Thomas.
So Thomas is like, why would you bring this bitch into our coven?
Yeah.
She's the one who has killed 2 of our 3 elders. She fell in love with a lichen. She's not to be trusted. Yeah. And they're like, well, you have to help this little girl. So one of their healers comes out. Yeah. And is like, I've never seen anything like this. I don't know what this is. And they feed her blood. And apparently she's surprised that she needs to drink blood. Yeah. So I don't know if in the laboratory they were giving it to her unbeknownst to her, but somehow she's been getting blood for 12 years.
Or maybe she just figured out a way to like ingest it without.
I don't know.
But she's the first like born hybrid.
Yes.
Yes. So she is
what
unique.
would have happened if Victor didn't kill Sonia.
Yes. So everyone wants her, and we find out Thomas betrays them. He strikes a deal with the lichens.
And gives the girl up.
To them. And then this is when we learn that these science lichens that have had free reign with no vampires to stop them, been mutating themselves.
So now we get a super lichen.
The one scientist, was that his son?
Yes.
Yeah. He's a King Kong-sized werewolf, and I had to send you a picture of like, wait, they're King Kong size?
That's what you sent me. And I knew exactly where you were because you're like, oh, now we have King Kong werewolves.
Which I was unaware of this. I'm like, man, I didn't know there was a King Kong. Yep. He's the only good-looking werewolf kind of in the whole movie. Also the transformations.
He's been experimenting on his own son, which is a whole kind of twisted.
So she has to then have, go and rescue her daughter. There's a whole thing where there's a scientist in there. It's like, I thought we were just going to do this. Like, no, obviously we're going to cut her open and figure out all this stuff. Yeah. But yeah, like, did this movie feel short?
Yeah. They wanted so badly to have action scenes.
Yeah.
That they just kind of threw some narrative in between action.
Yeah.
But not only was I so unattached to anybody in this movie, but I felt like Selene was extremely unattached to her own daughter.
Yes. Well, I mean, there's a reason she hasn't been around her.
Yeah.
And then she can't be with her at all.
Yes. Oh, but what we didn't say was at the end when she goes back to get her daughter back, who I found out her name is Eve.
Yes.
So when they go to get Eve and rescue Eve, they find Michael and they break his cryo chamber.
Yeah.
As they're fighting, and then when we go back, there's no Michael. So they do still try and include him in the movie somehow.
Yeah, I guess they wanted to put him on hold for the next film.
Yeah. I will say that the parking garage fighting scene, I was interested enough that I was like, and when the lichen couldn't get to her because she was in such a small
I like
space,
that it then like shrunk
it
down.
Had to shrink down and then made itself vulnerable.
That was kind of a weird place to have your finale, was just a parking garage. I'm like, this doesn't look that cool. I know it's in the science lab.
Oh, I forgot there's a human detective that's helping.
Yes.
Because at some point in time during the purge, which is what they call the initial eradication of the vampire and werewolves, his wife was bit because she was a nurse. She was bit at the hospital. She comes home. Now she's a vampire. They were trying to just live their lives. But the SWAT team or whatever was out there eradicating everybody, shows up, and she exposes herself to the sun and kills herself. And so that's why he's always felt bad for the werewolves and the vampires.
Yes.
Yes.
So and that's the only thing the human element goes toward. I'm like, I thought the humans would be the threat. It's weird to be...
That's what I thought.
It's weird to be like, here's the new threat. Anyway, werewolves versus vampires.
I'm like, I thought we were going to get the alliance.
I thought we were going to have humans been like, hey, we've been stealing your DNA so we can kill all of you. And now we're vampire werewolves and we're going to annihilate it. No, the humans are just in the background. And then the next movie, the whole human threat is just ignored.
We never see
it
again.
Why even introduce this element if it's just not a thing? What the fuck?
And they mentioned that like the species are almost gone, but it doesn't seem like it.
No, because the werewolves, the vampires are probably almost gone, and the werewolves have taken advantage of that
because
they
can. In the
can.
fifth one, we see plenty of vampires. Like there's multiple covens still alive.
Not many. I think they mentioned that like
there's the east, the north,
yeah,
and the.
And by the way, hey, vampires, if you're being hunted by a bunch of people, maybe dress like it's the current year.
Don't be so obvious.
Don't be wearing Victorian jackets and hanging out in castles and old stone buildings, because everyone who knows what a vampire is like, oh yeah, it's probably those guys over there.
Well, and that's the other thing. So in the fourth one, we see that they're like underground behind a waterfall in this sanctuary where they're hiding out. But then in the fifth one, they're all just hanging out in manors again.
It's so stupid. When I saw they're still wearing the Victorian thing, I'm like, you guys aren't even going to try to hide that you're vampires at all?
It's been 12 years since the purge. Where are you getting all this shit?
I know. Well, maybe that's it. Maybe they can't update their wardrobe. They can't make it to JCPenney to get a new sports coat or something.
This one... As soon as the girl was introduced, I was like, God damn it.
Because she's also, I mean, I'm sure she's a lovely actress and is fine now.
Terrible.
She isn't really great in this. Kate Beckinsale is looking bored in the movie.
She looks so uninterested.
I feel like this movie is very, very close with Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Where like by the fourth one, you're like, we're still doing this shit? And then Resident Evil hung on a little bit longer, but it was like, are we done with this? I'm like, this is very dated.
I was watching behind the scenes of Underworld this morning, and they were interviewing her, and she was like, this is the most fun project I've ever been a part of. And I thought, I wonder if she still thinks that.
Man, I'm so glad you mentioned Tomb Raider. I'm so mad the second Tomb Raider was so fucking bad. Because I would have loved like 15 Tomb Raider movies.
Yeah.
And we only got one okay one. And the new reboot was fine. We only got one okay one, and then it went away. I'm like, I wish there was an alternate universe where Tomb Raider was the cheesy 2000s thing that lasted and not Resident Evil and Underworld.
I know. You just never know.
I know. It's so bizarre that it worked out that way. But yeah, I did like how she killed the big werewolf. Because he regenerates right away.
Yes.
And I like that she like cuts him.
Yes.
And he's like, I regenerate so quickly. She's like, I'm counting on it. She like locked the bomb in him.
Yep.
However, as I'm saying that, there's no fucking originality in these movies. That's how they kill one of the pirates in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
They put the bomb in him and then they push him out of the moonlight.
Vampire film from the 90s that I just reviewed.
Yeah, but it's specifically Pirates of the Caribbean. They put the bomb in him and push him out of the moonlight so he can't get it out of him.
Yep.
So dumb.
I know. I feel like at the beginning of all of this, they had such a good idea.
Yeah.
And they lost it. They fumbled it.
And I guess it just ends. She killed. Well, the main the main werewolf gets like his jaw or whatever ripped off. I think.
And we know that Michael has gotten free.
Michael is free, but he's taken somewhere.
He's on the rooftop. They run up to the rooftop, and he's gone.
Yes, and then I think it ends where she's gonna let what's his face take the daughter somewhere, and she can't know where she is. Yeah. Because someone could go into her blood and find the location. So she doesn't want to know where.
If this was addressed in the fourth one, I missed it. Because when they talk about it in the fifth one, I'm like, did that happen in the fourth one?
Did it not happen in the fourth one?
I think they just mention it in the fifth one.
Oh.
Because it ends with them looking for Michael.
Yeah.
And she's with her daughter.
Oh, maybe that is something
And then the fifth one starts and she's
like... They retconned, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll talk about it.
Yeah, it is weird how this one's all about, like, let's go get Michael.
Yes.
But no, this one, like, none of the action scenes really stood out. The only thing I can really remember is a couple of the werewolf kills where they're, like, split up and the giant King Kong werewolf. Everything else is kind of lame.
Yeah.
It just, it didn't even... I could see why they struggle with the script because the story seems, the premise is interesting.
Yeah.
But like I said, the new threat of the humans, not explored, brushed over. It's just a way to explain the
They should have just had her wake up. All the scientists are human.
Yeah.
They've been experimenting on them for years and years and years. Yeah. They break out. They join forces with werewolves to try and fight the humans.
Yeah.
That are now a very big problem for both of them.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was built
That
like.
would have been a way better story.
Vampires and Vikings teaming up to fight the humans.
Yes.
Again, X-Men, where it's like Magneto wants to kill the humans. They want to work with them, and the humans hate that. It's like a whole thing. Instead, it was the whole Frozen thing was just an excuse for her daughter to be 12.
I know.
So they could do like the mother thing without having an actual baby. Like,
Correct.
So they could have an age-appropriate girl who can like do action stuff.
Correct.
And that's it.
Yep.
But like, they just ignore all the interesting stuff of the premise to go right back to werewolves versus vampires. And the werewolves are doing experiments like they were trying to do in the first movie with the hybrid. It's like, we've seen all this before.
We've done this.
I'm glad the werewolf is giant now. But other than that, we're just treading the same. We're just treading water here. We're doing the same shit over and over again.
So uninteresting. But
now we have a setup for a new one where mother and daughter will look for Michael. The Hunt for Michael, I guess it was called.
Or we could just let that whole idea go.
Yeah. So as someone who was watching these movies when they came out, but why did you skip this one in theaters in 2012?
So at that point in time, I would have had a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
So I was very busy. I was a nurse. I was like, there was a lot of stuff I missed in this time.
Yeah.
So I had my first child in 2005.
Yeah.
So from 2005.
Right before Underworld Evolution.
Yeah. So from 2005 until probably 2020.
Yeah.
There was not a lot of movies I got to go see in theater that weren't animated.
And it was probably bothering you so much. I'm like,
I was like, I can't believe I can't
until
watch
now,
this.
since 2012, so it's been over 10 years, you were probably like, I need to know what's going on with Selene and Michael.
It was tearing me up inside.
It was tearing you
I was
up.
like, can these kids just grow up and move out so I can catch up?
Now that you were able to get rid of these burdens in your life, how was it? But did it pay off for you to finally see her story continue?
I will tell you, normally when I say I'm going to do this for your channel or my channel, I lock down.
Yeah.
I had to start and stop this one 4 times.
Yeah.
It was arduous.
Well, I had a lot to watch this week. At the time of this recording, I'm still not finished everything for the October wrap up. I got to watch a couple episodes of the Ed
What do
Gein.
you mean? This is November. We're recording in November.
Whatever. So yeah, I've been like, I had to.
So you're like the writers of Underworld and you just change your own.
I had a lot of time to watch these, and like I just got distracted because October's busy. I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta watch 5 Underworld movies.
I know, dude. By this one, I was like, I had to keep stopping it and watching.
Yeah.
It was so.
But this should have been the last. I don't know how this and Resident Evil still made money. I guess this one made money.
It must have.
But like at this point, it's like, who's excited for these movies anymore? Especially after this one. Who wanted the 5th one? I don't know.
I would love to know how they talked her into doing 4 and 5.
Maybe a contract. I don't know.
Maybe because she wasn't hurting for work.
Yeah. What is it? It's 2003, then like 2006.
Was she still married to Len at this time?
Maybe around this time. I don't think they broke up until like recently.
Yeah,
like
so maybe it was like come on, babe.
But
really
Len's not even involved with these. Maybe it's just like a story or consultant.
I don't know.
I mean, then again, it is a good payday. It is her action franchise. It's a good thing to return to.
Yeah, a paycheck is a paycheck. Yeah.
But yeah, she's just not very interesting in this one. Because again, she is a mother, but it's for a kid that she doesn't spend a lot of time with. And then as soon as she meets her, the kid gets kidnapped. So it's hard to like get invested in their like journey sort of thing.
And can we remember that her and Michael were together feasibly for what?
A week.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Well, who knows between Evolution and the beginning of this movie? Who knows how much time that was?
We'll give it 6 months.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah. How long are vampires pregnant?
Good point.
Because she wasn't showing a bump in that beginning, but she was clearly pregnant.
So we're going to say they were together for like 3 months most.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or do you think the scientist knocked her up with Michael's DNA to see what would happen? But it was probably
that's
the sex scene.
point of showing the sex scene.
But maybe vampires just don't show. Maybe the baby takes 9 months and then it grows real quick and pops out. I don't know. Maybe they lay eggs.
It's a hybrid.
I don't know.
It's a hybrid. It could be a whole different thing. You could cough it out. I have no idea. It's a hybrid. Who knows?
So yeah, just not an interesting return to the series.
And then they brought us another one.
Yes. Then a few years later in 2016, which I struggle to remember. I don't even remember seeing ads for this until we revisit. I'm like, oh, right. Yes. There was like another one. But again, this is when we're squeezing the last bit of life out of these. Like Resident Evil made it to 7 movies.
Is that true?
hold on. Afterlife,
But at least
Retribution,
Resident
Final,
Evil still has the video games keeping that alive.
Yeah, but the movies never really. The movies would take a couple elements from new games and shoehorn it
But
into
still,
an original
it keeps
story.
it in the it's in the zeitgeist of the.
Yeah, you know what's funny? The last Resident Evil, like both the reboot and the last Mila Jovovich, both came out around the time of a game release. But Underworld, there's nothing like that.
And they're doing that again with Silent Hill.
Yeah,
we have a new video game, and now we have a new movie.
Yes.
So it's like, but with this, there was no reason to keep this.
I forgot
alive.
there was like an animated web series that I didn't check out in between. Maybe we'll revisit that at some point.
Okay.
So yeah, then we skip ahead to 2016.
Yes. Go ahead. Read it.
Underworld Blood Wars, directed by Anna Forrester, written by Corey Goodman. Yeah, it looks like Len Wiseman was a producer on it, but I think he's hands off at this point. Len Wiseman, the last movie I saw him do, he did the recent John Wick spinoff, Ballerina.
Oh, okay.
Which was okay, but unnecessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much like most of these.
Yes. Here we go.